Hey everybody, this is Tea Time with the Diva. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, because we're going to get into it. You know, we're at day 7 in the new year, the 2024 year, and this whole year so far, the entire 7 days have been nothing but the foolery. Listen, Cat Williams and Club Shay Shay shut down the internet. Shut down the internet with that Cat Williams interview. So, who is this tea time dedicated to? It's dedicated to Sheree Whitfield and Martell Holt. Sheree from the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Martell from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, listen, last night they showed the reunion part one to Love and Marriage Huntsville. And as they were showing the trailer for part two of the reunion, Melanie Holt said, Melanie Rogers said out of her mouth, she said that Martell Holt had an arrangement. She called it the arrangement, a business arrangement with Sheree. Now we knew these two were never really boyfriend and girlfriend. We knew it was a game they was playing. But they had a whole business arrangement that was actually on a piece of paper, a little contract. Sheree, you got to do better. But am I shocked? No. You remember back from in the Real Housewives of Atlanta when Nene was still on there and Cynthia Bailey, made the friendship contract between her and Nene. And we saw how that worked out. Oh, those two fell out, and when they fell out bad. Uh-huh. The friendship contract, and I think they actually showed they burnt it. It got burnt up in the sink in the kitchen. I think it was Cynthia kitchen or something like that. So we know these little arrangements never work. So yeah, Melody Rogers said that Martell Holt, he had a business contract arrangement with Sheree Whitfield. You know, Sheree, she has got to do better. This girl, fake storyline, fake business, she by Sheree. Okay, messed up tagline on the show. You a whole grandmother, and everything you do is just fake and phony and fraudulent. Now I like Sheree, but she's gonna need to do better. And listen, allegedly, you going out there doing something to the face, something to the body, but you're not doing anything. You're not doing the work internally. Like Iyanla Vanzant said, do the work. Do the work. She needs therapy. When the best you got after being in reality TV for over a decade is to fake a relationship when you have seen people do it in the past and you know it doesn't work, and that's the best you got for a storyline, is to get a business contract so you can show us a fake relationship. So you had a bad relationship with your first husband and you showed us that on TV. That was a whole hot mess. You love men that are not available. Do you see the track record, Sheree? Your first husband, your only husband, was not available to you mentally, physically, and emotionally. So you get out of that. To God be the glory. Then you get another man, Tyrone, behind bars. Can't be there for you mentally, physically, or emotionally because he's behind a cell wall. And then when he gets out, he still ain't got no love for you. After all you did for him, probably put money on his books and everything else you did. He gets out. What did he show you on that TV? He shows you waiting in the streets of Philly at a restaurant in your fur coat with your sunglasses on, boo-hooing on the phone that he won't pick up your phone call. Mm-hmm. In this big age, this is what Sheree is doing on TV for a reality TV check. I'd rather go to Target or Walmart. You ain't gonna have me on these streets looking foolish like that. So then you had Tyrone, and now you got Martell Holt, who you had a business arrangement with, and y'all couldn't even act to make this thing look believable because nobody fell for it that y'all was really in a relationship. But now that we know y'all had a business contract, we could deal with that. But y'all didn't even fake it well. They had no chemistry. He was another one, wasn't really available. Even with the contract, what did the contract say? That he had to come see you twice? Even with the contract, he wasn't available for you emotionally, mentally, or physically. Mm-hmm. And now here it is after the show. We learn and we hear about this business arrangement. So again, you're looking like a fool. Sheree, this is 3 strikes and you're out. You had your husband strike 1. You had Tyrone strike 2. You got Martell hold, and that's strike 3. I'm going to need you to get better agents if you do have one. I'm going to need you to get better friends. Because a perfect stranger could have told you before you did this business contract with Martell that ain't going to work. I would have rather seen Sheree sit up on that TV, do a what do you call that? Like some dating app. And just you go through there and you date several men until maybe perhaps you find the right one. And also work with a life coach, a therapist, so that you can break your track record of finding the same man with a different name. How embarrassing, how dreadful in the name of Dwight, okay? How dreadful. You've been decades in the game and you resort to having a business contract so you can have a boyfriend in a storyline. Well, there you have it, guys. She by Sheree, out in these streets, grown, looking a hot mess. Anyway, are y'all shocked that her and Martell had a business arrangement? Are you shocked that Melanie Rogers let the cat out the bag, so to speak? And do you think that if they do bring Sheree back for the next season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, if there is one, that she is going to have any type of storyline or anything to give us? It's the foolery and the fakery. And she could have asked previous co-workers, or she could have looked at her other fellow Bravo celebrities in the game. When you buy a relationship, it never works. Why would you go down a road where you already know there was a bad accident and it's going to be nothing good for you down that road? She could have asked her own fellow co-workers, does buying a relationship work? No. She could have called Gisela from The Real Housewives of Potomac. Does that work? No. She could have called the Phaedra Parks. At least Phaedra never even showed the man on Married to Medicine. She just said at the dinner table one day, we broke up. We never saw him. Nothing, a picture, not on the Instagram, nothing. Never saw the man. The man lived in her head and maybe in her phone. I don't know. But we never saw him. And then when they asked, she didn't even try to drag it out. She said, oh, we broke up. I'm with somebody else now. Next. These purchasing relationships and doing business arrangement contracts so that you can pretend you have a man for a show, it doesn't work. I wish all of these reality stars let that concept go. Sheree, this is a mess. I'm going to need you to talk about this. Anyway, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. First, it was the friendship contract, and now it's the business relationship. Both of them epic fails. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Chat with me in the comments, guys. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. See you on the next video.